The SRSCRO is the Department of Energy's designated community reuse organization. The group was created in 1993 in the wake of the first dramatic downsizing at the Savannah River site following the end of the Cold War. As a nonprofit regional organization, our primary mission is to facilitate economic development opportunities associated with Savannah River site technology, capabilities, and missions, and to serve as an informed, unified voice for the 5-county, 2-state region. Our coverage area includes Aiken, Allendale, and Barnwell counties in South Carolina, and Richmond and Columbia counties in Georgia. Our group that believes that it's important for you to recognize that SRS is not a closure site, but a vibrant, active contributor to the nation's nuclear security. The Savannah River site is one of the crown jewels of America's quest for national security, innovative technology, and new energy resources. In the near term, SRS is playing a critical role in the tritium production, solidification of liquid waste into vitrified glass form for permanent storage, and disposition of excess weapons plutonium by converting it into mixed oxide fuels suitable for use in nuclear power reactors. In the long horizon, we are confident SRS can lead national efforts in nuclear nonproliferation and in resolving complex issues related to the closing the back end of the nuclear fuel cycle through reprocessing. At the same time, however, even as we actively promote the unique capabilities of SRS, we are not without concerns. As a group of communities throughout the region, we have come together in a unified voice through the SRSCRO to study the issues and express our viewpoint. We are on record concerning our opposition of the government's decision to halt work on Yucca Mountain. We also understand that Yucca Mountain is not specifically under your charter, therefore we will respect your time and not focus our discussion on this topic today. However, ultimately, this nation will need some type of permanent repository. If recycling reprocessing is identified as an alternative for managing commercial spent fuel, a permanent repository will still be required. However, recycling and reprocessing is not an option for vitrified glass logs that you saw yesterday at SRS. They need a permanent home. Having said that, I want to make it clear that the Savannah River site and the regional community are willing to be part of the solution, just as we have been for the last half-century. SRS knowledge and capabilities in reprocessing of nuclear fuel are unsurpassed. SRS has a proven track record as the go-to facility within the DOE complex when it comes to handling spent nuclear fuel. In our view, as a nuclear community, H Canyon is a particularly impressive facility with a one-of-a-kind capability that should be preserved and exploited for the good of this nation. In a reprocessing option, H Canyon can play a critical role in the research and demonstration testing of technologies to minimize the volume of spent fuel that otherwise must be stored in a repository. Likewise, Savannah River National Laboratory is a unique and vital resource that can contribute immensely to solving nuclear waste issues. With its slogan, "We put science to work," SRNL's 50-year heritage of applying science to meet the needs of DOE and the nation distinguishes it from the other DOE national laboratories. This unique position will enable SRNL to lead the nation in translating basic research into practical application. The lab's near-term objective is to aggressively expand the application of SRNL expertise and technologies to solve critical national issues, especially in national security and secure sustainable energy. These talents and capabilities can be readily trained on the national dilemma this Commission is now addressing. How can we resolve the pressing issue of spent fuel storage and nuclear storage disposition? So in closing, I leave this Commission with two thoughts that I hope you will consider the essence of my input. First, we continue to believe that the failure to complete Yucca Mountain is a monumental mistake. If not Yucca Mountain, a permanent repository is needed somewhere for the federal government to fulfill its obligation to our community. SRS was never envisioned as the permanent home for the defense waste. We are not willing to become the de facto permanent repository. Let me repeat that. We are not willing to become the de facto permanent repository. Second, the Savannah River site and our communities are willing to be proactive contributors to solutions, utilizing unique SRS capabilities and experience, and the unsurpassed community support that exists in this region. You need to use these capabilities and support as a resource to help the Commission meet its objective of finding solutions for America's nuclear waste. We firmly believe SRS is the key site for the nuclear future of our country. The key site for the nuclear future of our country. Again, thank you for being here. We look forward to continuing our dialogue with you as this work progresses.